Hey espresso lovers, today I reveal our picks for the top 5 best espresso machines of 2019. These are our picks in 5 different categories, ranging from the best entry-level machine up to our favorite plumbable rotary pump dual boiler machine. I'll also give picks for best overall value, best heat exchange machine, and best brand design. Along with our top machines in each category, I'll have a couple of honorable mentions along the way for your consideration. I want to note, these picks and opinions are based on our staff's experience testing, using, and servicing just about every home use semi-automatic espresso machine available in the U.S. Our technicians, they service hundreds of machines every year, and we work directly with manufacturers on machine design and upgrades. So we are really very familiar with these machines inside and out. That said, you may have some opinions of your own, and as always, I'd love to hear them. So whether you agree or disagree with ours, please use those comments and let me know what you think. I'll also mention we are not considering extreme entry-level espresso appliances at the low end or saturated group pressure profiling machines at the high end. With that out of the way, let's get to our picks. The Gaggia Classic has been around for a long time and for a bunch of good reasons. There's just no other machine at this price that comes close in capabilities. And now the Classic has taken a big step forward with the new Classic Pro model. It still has all the features like a commercial size and weight portafilter, a 3-way solenoid valve for dry, easy to knock out coffee pucks, and no power limitations. New for the Pro model, a streamlined housing, updated rocker switches with separate temperature ready lights, a refined drip tray with rounded edges, and a more accessible water reservoir. The previous version of the Classic was rated a Best Buy by Consumer's Digest and was a long-term bestseller. And now with the upgrade to the Classic Pro, it's only gotten better. Now, probably the biggest step forward is the steam wand. The Classic Pro comes with a commercial-style steam wand for true barista-quality microfoam. Now, people have been wanting a commercial wand on the Classic for years, and now it's finally here. I can tell you from my own personal testing, the wand is a fantastic upgrade. The Classic Pro is really the best place to start an espresso journey. It comes out of the box, ready to brew, using a pressurized filter basket. So you can start without a grinder if you want to, and use pre-ground coffee or ESE pods. Then, when you're ready to up your espresso game, it comes with standard non-pressurized filter baskets. Add a grinder, and suddenly you can brew exceptional shots on par with much more expensive machines. Compared to cheaper entry-level espresso appliances, you will appreciate the Classic as a true machine. It's built to last, rugged, easy to service, and retains its value. It's capable of making barista-quality shots, while cheaper espresso appliances are limited by smaller coffee doses and pressurized basket brewing, which really just fakes the crema. There's simply no other true machine at this price with the capabilities of the Gaggia Classic Pro. Honorable mentions in the entry-level machine category are the Bezzera Hobby 01 and the ECM Casa 5. Both are a bit more expensive, but have larger boilers, so they can do a little better at the milk frothing if you're doing a lot. They are worth a look if you've had some experience and are looking for a first home machine. As these are non-pressurized brewing only, you will want to have a decent burr grinder as well. Use a link up here or down in the video description for a video comparing the Classic Pro, the Hobby, the ECM Casa, and the Rancilio Silvia. The original Profitec Pro 500 was a long-time bestseller in the heat exchange boiler category, and for good reason. With legendary Profitec design quality, it's simply one of the most reliable machines in its class. But Profitec, they never rest. A couple of years ago, they upgraded the Pro 500 with PID, and this year it's available with flow control of brew water. That PID upgrade brought a new level of brew temperature accuracy to heat exchange boiler machines. With that, you can set the exact brew temperature for your coffee. In heat exchange machines without PID, the brewing process usually requires flushing out overheated water prior to making an espresso. On the Pro 500 PID, no flushing is required. Just set your brew temp and that's what you'll get. Now, it takes some good engineering of internal components to make that happen, and that's what the team at Profitec has done. But this year, the big deal is that flow control. It gives you capabilities of machines that are much more expensive. Flow control is huge, and you'll see it's a common feature in some of the more expensive machines deeper in our list. When we get to those, I'll have more on what you can do with flow control. But for now, think about precise control of long pre-infusions and capabilities similar to high-end commercial cafe machines. Like many innovations, flow control is an upgrade we worked on directly with the manufacturer to bring to market. For now, flow control is a whole Latte Love exclusive on Profitec and ECM machines. We regularly visit their manufacturing facility in Italy outside Milan to give our input on their latest designs. And I can tell you without question, of all the manufacturers we work with, Profitec and ECM are the leaders in innovation. They produce machines that are beautiful inside and out with features users want. Honorable mentions in this category go to Rocket Espresso for their Evo R and Type V, Mozzafiato, and Giotto machines. They are PID machines as well with the same accurate brew temps as the Pro 500 PID. Now, depending on model, they run a bit more than the Pro 500. Those extra dollars, they're going to get you the Rocket branding, and in the Evo R versions, rotary pump plumbable machines. Our winner for Best Branding Design is a tie between the Rocket R58 and their compact Appartamento. Now, I've known Andrew Mio of Rocket, who is responsible for their branding design, since they introduced the R58 about 8 years ago. Back when it came out, he told me his intention was to create a machine that had a certain sexiness, and I think he's done that. The R58 is a dual boiler PID rotary pump plumbable machine and perhaps Rocket's most recognizable prosumer machine. From the iconic R on the steam knob to the long swooping steam and hot water wands, badging on the face and gauges, the curved top edges of the side panels, and the feet, which to me resemble rocket engine nozzles. There's no mistaking this machine. Another design principle with Rocket machines are no visible digital displays. It's a PID machine, but temperatures and other settings are adjusted using a detachable control box. Andrew has told me he didn't want a modern digital display interfering with the overall look of the machine. Something else Rocket does that's a little different. The PID controls on all their machines are set using the actual temperature in the boiler. With most manufacturers, you set the desired brew temp, and then there's an offset which converts the boiler temperature to the temperature at the group. With Rocket machines, you use a chart in the manual to get the in-boiler temperature, which produces your desired brew temperature. Rocket is another innovator in espresso machine design. The Appartamento, just like the R58, has the iconic R branding on the steam knob and the Rocket badge on the front. The clean lines and the stainless steel puck-style feet do a lot to distinguish the Appartamento from similar machines. But it's the circular cutouts in the side panels that win it a spot for best design. The Appartamento comes stock with your choice of copper or white inserts. However, here at Whole Latte Love, you also have the choice of black, gold, rose gold, ruby, sapphire, aquamarine, amazonite, and iridescent inserts as well. A little bit about the Appartamento. It's a heat exchange machine with E61. It has a large 1.8 liter copper boiler and a strong 1200 watt heating element. It's a good choice if you're looking for a compact yet powerful, no frills machine with some style. The Profitec Pro 700 has seen lots of upgrades over the years, including best-in-class steaming power, while somehow staying well under the 3K mark. This year, it got one more incredibly important upgrade, that flow control. There's no doubt about it, it's a game changer. But first, if you're not familiar with the Profitec Pro 700, it's one of the best home espresso machines you can get your hands on. It's got the dual stainless steel boilers, rotary pump, all stainless steel housing, dual pressure gauges, PID controller right on the front that functions as a shot timer when pulling shots, low air, spring-loaded valves, copper water lines on the inside, and of course the iconic E61 group. The Pro 700 is all about stable temperatures and tweaking that extraction to get the most out of a specialty or high altitude coffee. That PID controller helps with both of those, and thanks to an earlier upgrade, you've got best in class steaming power as well, running at about 2 bar in the boiler. But let's talk flow control. It lets you adjust the flow rate of water through the group. It's a simple change with a really big impact. With flow control, you can essentially change the flavor of your drink, opening up a range of possibilities with any one coffee. All you need to do is flip the lever to start brewing and adjust the knob that sits on top of the E61 mushroom cap to open the valve. Open it a little bit and you can get a soft pre-infusion, which you can extend for as long as you like, fully saturating the puck for a deep extraction. Now, if you have the Pro 700 plumbed in, you can get that true line pressure pre-infusion, but that added control, it's really nice to have too. While brewing, you can go ahead and open up the valve more and more, increasing the flow rate as you like, and then maybe reduce the flow at the end to avoid an over-extraction. There's a lot of room to experiment here, and if you're a coffee geek like me, you'll have a great time doing that. Dual boiler plumbable machines with PID and rotary pumps are the top of the line in home espresso. Our pick for best in category is the ECM Synchronika. It's got best in class steaming power just like the Pro 700, but once again, the big news, that flow control. The extra steaming power, that really makes a difference in the speed and potential quality of milk frothing. For flow control, we went into that a bit for the Pro 700, but I'll repeat here. It's a feature we've wanted for the Synchronika for a long time and have been working on behind the scenes with ECM Profitec to make it happen. The flow control device is an aperture that replaces the mushroom cap on top of the E61. With a knob, you can turn to open and close a valve. The valve controls flow rate through the group to your coffee puck. With that, you can do those really long pre-infusions and slowly or quickly ramp up flow for different results in the cup. With a single coffee, you can extract a spectrum of different flavors. It's a big thing, and anyone who likes to tinker with all the variables in preparing a coffee or espresso will get a lot of value out of it. Beyond those upgrades, the Synchronika still has all the feature we've always loved. It's by far the easiest machine to open up. Remove 6 totally accessible screws from the top of the machine, and in less than a minute, you can have the side and back panels off the machine for total access. The PID display, it becomes a shot timer when pulling shots. The sprung lever valves are easy to operate, and the Synchronika, like the Pro 700, is one of the few machines that does a true line pressure pre-infusion when plumbed to a water line. We love the added touches as well, like the angled and balanced portafilters with accents to match the E61 lever and drain. Dual gauges mounted high for visibility, and the silver finish of the PID display, which blends well into the face of the machine. And there's more. The Synchronika has some of the finest finishing of external panels and seams. All are smooth and polished to perfection. Even the internal seams are finished with no visible weld marks, something you just don't find on other machines. Internally, the machine is, well, perfection. Simple engineering that's well laid out, reliable, and easy to work on. High-quality components are arranged to protect sensitive electronics from excessive heat and moisture. If you are looking for the best available dual boiler machine, the Synchronika is it. So those are our picks for the best semi-automatic home espresso machines. Again, I'd love to hear your opinions and answer any questions you might have, so use those comments. I'm Mark. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe and come back soon for more of the best on everything coffee, brought to you by Whole Latte Love. Want to learn more? Subscribe now so you'll know about the latest videos on everything coffee from Whole Latte Love.